Well, the third time was the charm for the known dirt racers in the Cup Series. Christopher Bell goes to victory lane at Bristol. But before we talk about Christopher and his impressive run on the 20, let's talk about the event. Todd, I thought it was the best of all three, both with car prep and the track.
Yeah, kudos to the racetrack. With all the rain that we had building up through Friday, to put on the surface that they did for not only the Cup race, but the truck race, the heat races, they did a great job of prepping this place. The place got wide. We saw them finishing up on the cushion down at the bottom. What more could you ask for?
Well, options for the drivers with great track prep. Options for the crew chiefs, the way this race runs. 3 stages like always at every Cup event, but no live pit stops. So what does that mean? The only time you can change tires or take fuel is at the end of a stage. The way the fuel window works, everybody had to stop at least once. Christopher Bell stops after stage 1, stays out after stage 2, kind of leapfrogging, getting that track position. Were you concerned at all with the fuel gamble? 175 laps seems like a long time at Bristol.
It does seem like a long time, and I think if you did just the math straight out of green flag laps, it was going to be stretching past it. But there were enough cautions in stage 2 before they had to make the decisions to stay out. I think Adam Stevens had an idea that he was right on his fuel number, or maybe a little bit good, but he had enough cautions to put him where he could make that play without it being a gamble.
Well, it was a great call, and if you say, not much of a gamble. What was even more impressive maybe than the crew chief, as much as I want to give Adam the credit, I'm going to have to give Christopher Bell the credit, because right from the go in that final stage, Chase Briscoe was on his bumper. The 20 running the cushion. That top 2 feet of moisture was where the grip worked best for the 20 car. And then when the 14 had issues, lo and behold, here comes the 45. He had action behind him the whole time.
Yeah, Christopher put on a clinic of how to run the cushion. And as it kind of marginalized itself up under the safety barrier, he continued to get it up there, just touched the right rear quarter on the wall at times, but did a great job up there. I'm going to go back to Adam, though. Adam understands the strengths of his race team. He made the call to put his driver out there where he could put the clinic on.
Well, they're continuing the momentum after a great run deep into the playoffs a year ago. Now Christopher Bell, one of the drivers who has qualified for the playoffs in 2023.